And so much to keep tabs on, and also you're watching the tropics as well.
Yeah, a lot going on. Yeah, what a distinct difference it was between the left side of that picture to the heavy rain coming down. You're right, it's on the West Bank. I'll show it. WDSU First Warning Weather Doppler radar. We're going to start with tropics because this is the biggest system to have the biggest impact on the most people this week. Now deemed an Invest 93L, and I started off our last forecast saying that, we can issue, if this is going to become tropical storm or stronger, potential tropical cyclones, noting the National Hurricane Center in Miami says this is going to make landfall, has a possible impact. That hasn't been done. So that's a key piece of evidence that we're not expecting a whole lot and mainly a rainmaker out of it right now. Radar imagery. Speaking of the rain, look at Miami, all the way Florida Peninsula, and that is a ton of storm activity, even extending all the way into South Carolina right now too. Water temperatures, well, we've been warm enough to at least give the potential that we've got some development out there. We're 85 to 88, almost 90 in some cases. This is a forecast for the humidity plume. Plenty of tropical humidity that will be injected into the atmosphere. We actually have this bubble of high pressure, which is why it's so hot too. Heat advisories here too, that are limiting more of that. It's going to be the way of the wind shear. So we've got some favorable conditions, but they're just not all coming together just right though, because we do have a little bit of a push from some easterlies. 20% chance development over the next 2 days and 30% next 3 to 7 days. Let's look at the high-res forecast from us. Now, this is the system that has two parts to it by Tuesday, showing some clusters of storms in this part of the Gulf that's off of Fort Myers, would be in the southwest of Tampa. But watch the northern periphery. This one is really going to be the one that takes over by the time we're getting into Wednesday. Now, look at the orientation of the storms. These are still pretty far south. Gives us a chance of some of that tropical humidity plume and storms Wednesday. Thursday, the center of the circulation is still south. I'm not seeing really tight circulation, noting this is a very strong system. But most of the storms are way out into the Gulf here too. Forecast out of Europe, which is a forecast very similar to our forecast here out of the U.S., a little coarser resolution, also starts to show the plumes of storms arriving by Wednesday evening. Thursday into Friday, those should be the two stormiest days, and still hanging on to storms as we head into the weekend. A level 1 risk of possible locally heavy rain into Thursday morning notes the arrival of those storms Wednesday evening. And then we're going to have, at least for Thursday going into Friday, level 2 risks of locally heavy rain. So that's the biggest impact. We feel this is a big rainmaker, but the system moves. It doesn't sit right over the top of us. Several inches of rain shown by this forecast. Another forecast which is a little bit better, and this extends through the weekend and next week too. The coasts showing the heaviest rain likelihood. So the system nears by Wednesday. Stormiest days Thursday, Friday. I expect flood watches, then we've already got impact days. We could upgrade highest totals coming along the coast. Speaking of totals though, we got to go, and I want to show you that WDSU First Warning Weather Doppler radar where we've got that rain in that storm that was right there that we saw. There it is. We've actually got some lightning strikes here starting to explode. So right over Gretna to Terrytown is where that storm was, right past the CCC. We've also got a developing shower, as you can see, right near Fairgrounds to Mid-City, the 630 or the 610 to right even towards the I-10 junction here too. Back into the storms because we've got at least a heat advisory through 7 o'clock here this evening, but we've got another heat advisory that will be expanded here tomorrow. Air temperatures, a couple of 90s have recovered, but we're just below heat advisory criteria from the storms earlier. That's the heat advisory today. It expands tomorrow. Could be as hot as 110, everybody under that advised area. So it's the heat is the advisory, the impact days the next 2 days. We got to really watch closely about this tropical disturbance, what it does for the rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday.